Right. Um, Hold on a minute. What's good? Welcome. That was fast. My hands. I don't have any. This model doesn't have any. No hands. Oh, my monitor. There we go. Hold on. I gotta write something down before I start. Let's see. Oh, is my browser? No, that's not going. Hold on. Let me fix that. Welcome, Daimo. Man, you guys were like on top. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Important questions. Uh-oh. Oh, and my YouTube actually worked this time. I added... You all waited for it. We lit candles and waited. Hilarious. Alright, so... I've already answered these questions. We discussed this. What was I doing? Oh, right. We're fixing stuff that I noticed yesterday. So, we're seeing if you changed my mind since then. I can tell I've changed it a little bit, but I don't think it's changed enough to change the ranks. I don't know. Where were we? Ah, yes. Okay, so one problem I noticed was the layering around the eyes. So I need to fix that. Because if I move the eyes go in front of the face. We don't want that. Turn down these from my end. Okay, so would be the simplest way to do this. Tricky. So I'm trying to get this iris to move behind the eye white and then bald. How do we do this? It's news to... Hey! That's tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. The last episode. I've already seen it. I went opening night. But last Amazing Digital Circus episode releases on YouTube. It's news to me that it's news to you. Okay. How do we do this? I'm gonna turn down music for me. I need to focus. I am a little bit... My mind's a little loose today. My sickness is clearing up, so that's good. Make sure everything else is ready. Yeah. All right. So how do we get this eye? How do we get this eye to move to the back? We'll have to relayer. Or rather, is there a way we can cut it off? Layer. so tricky. Or I can change the deform. The deform is in front of there. We want this to move behind, like that. So we should add. Is there such thing as a layer mask? Hold on. Layer mask that is invisible, but let me see. Transparency mask. Actually, what if we switch that to live 2D? You need to use an inverted clipping mask. How do I do an inverted clipping mask? Okay, so I need to make an invisible layer. Let's try it. Clipping mask. Okay, let's take this. And I'm just going to take this. We need to duplicate. No, it's fine. Why is this so much darker? Oh my goodness, I have so many things I'm realizing I need to fix. Ah! Okay. See if we can figure this out first. So our goal today is to get the pupils done and I guess figure out how we're going to do the eyes. So let's see. Brush FE. Do that. And then around it, this, and just go like this. Actually, what if we just go like this? Grab the circle tool, like so, and just fill that. This will be our clipping mask. Okay. Now, if we set the opacity to 0, hold on, let me move this here, like so. Opacity to 0. Now in the theory. Okay. Figures. Make it invisible. Apply inverted mask and copy the ID of the invisible layer. Paste it into the clipping ID. Ah, I understand. Okay. We're going to leave it like that. I'm going to do the same thing here. Let me duplicate this. Move this over here. What else do we need to fix while we're here? Fill that. Okay. Fill erase. This. By. Okay. Yeah, I know. Move this here. Okay. Drop opacity to 0. Okay. Now, this eye is funky. We need to fix that. I would like to. Can I draw, please? Okay. Yeah, I know. I want to. Let me draw. Let me draw. Opacity 0. Opacity 100. Let me draw, please. I would like to draw. Yes. Oh, that's why. Okay. Makes sense. Forget about that sometimes. Whoosh. Whoosh. There. There, that should be good. Right? What else do we need to fix while we're here? That's annoying. Why buy the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? Whatever. Any other? I should be able to do the rest normally. This is mask R. Ow. Well, let me switch my output to this so I can. Okay. Nice. So is that any other changes I need to make while I'm here? All right, we should be good. So let's file, save as, overwrite that. Yes. Right. Switch to 5. Okay. File. What was it? Not new. How do I do this? See if I can remember. File. Open. Desktop. Test 1. Open. Over this. Add all new layers. Replace. Okay. Right, now we should have. Okay. Clipping mask. We have our opacity, which we can do this. All right, now we need to set a clipping mask. Clipping ID. Apply inverted masking, copying the ID of this invisible layer, and then paste it into clipping ID of the layer you want to hide behind it. So this iris L, try that. I mean, okay, we want inverted though. Deformer, how do we invert it? Reverse mask, there we go. Now I should, yeah, there we go. Might need to make it larger, but that should be good. Yeah, I'll delete those, sure. All right, that's good. Now we can do some fun stuff. Now we're gonna take our clipping mask. Actually, hold on, we need clipping mask L here too. Clipping mask L, all right, good. Now we need clipping mask R. All right, we should probably do auto mesh. Let's auto mesh that. Standard. Okay. Clipping mask, auto mesh that. Standard. Okay. Now we need file. We need to recreate our texture atlas. Right. Now it should. Texture atlas. 2 visible objects replaced. Nothing. Where's this? I want to. Place that. Oops. Now we should be able to go like this. Okay, now we can redo that. And we should. Oh, hold on. Because we need this back. We need to move this up. teensy bit. There we go. All right, redo that. Getting our good practice in. Do all kinds of texture atlasing. Clipping mask R, ID. Right, now we're gonna take our right iris, reverse mask, reverse mask, reverse mask. We need to do that here and here. Right, now we should, yep, okay, good. Augers, whatever that is. All right, dilation. So we want to create, we're going to take this, this, and this. We're going to create a warp deformer. This is going to be, yep, left eye warp. Create. Excellent. Now this should, right, and then we want to take this, create a right eye warp. We're going to create another one. Create, right. Take this, we're going to add dilation. Should you add additional keyforms for X3 streams 5-2D for extra ranges? Should not add, because you should increase the range. Okay, so we're going to that parameter. We're just going to go -1 and 1 again. 1, 1, 1. Right. Now we should be able to. Here we're going to go 1, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, right? Now we're going to go here, and that's going to be that. Now we're going to go here, and this should be, was it Shift Alt? Yep. Hey, I didn't say you could do that. All right, we need to select the warp deformers. This is what we need to select. Like this. Right? Shift Alt. Scale. Curiosity, welcome back. What scale is that? I don't know. How do I ensure that it's in an incremental? How small do we want it? Hi. How big do we want? How small? I'm doing good. Progress is smooth. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. Dilation. So -1 would be small. How small? Like that. Why is there like a weird box? Yep, that looks good. Right, and then 1 should be like that. Oh, yep. Woo. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Hey, why didn't you do that? Okay. I didn't have warp deformer selected. This one. Okay. There. Okay, now I should. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those big googly eyes. Look at them. Right, now, wow, that was easy. We got to do it for the rest, though. So, back to this one. IX. That would be here. I'm going to say here at max. Actually, it should be here. We'll have to adjust the clipping mask. Okay. Is there location data? There is. I go here. Now we can go here. Go like that. Okay, we'll have to fix that. It doesn't quite overlap properly. Now we can go woo, 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 woo. Yay. Okay, same thing here. And go whoop. Why not? Whoop. And we'll go all the way down low. Nice. Now we got very... Is that it? Well, yeah. One eye's already done. It's already done. That didn't take long. I'll have to adjust our... What was it? I forgot. Right. Clipping masks. Clipping masks. Hold on. I'm going to turn off so I don't hear myself, so I don't change the cadence of my voice. All right, dilation. Bring this to 1. This should be about the same. Should be like there. Does that look the same? Not quite. Making sure we're selecting our clipping mask. Slightly larger, like so. Ah, shoot, it didn't keyframe it. Do I have to add the keyframes manually again? I do, don't I? I do, okay. So I have to make them manually for each deformer. Now I understand why this takes so long. All right, now we can go here. We can go dilation, make sure we're at this value. And that should be about the same. Should we save? Let's see, nope, it's a little small. Up, how about now? Looks good, you can barely tell. But if we were being picky, which I am, there. Perfection. All right. Now I'm going to take this. Nice. Bring this up. And we're just going to go like... Oh yeah, look at those big beady eyes. That looks about right. Do they grow at the same rate? Watch carefully. Not quite. Let me actually put this down. Bring this down a little. Like that. Now if I select these warp deformers, they should be just about pixel perfect even, because I have no way of telling how pixel perfect it is. I'm sure there's a tool for that. I just don't know if it exists. That again. Oh yeah, okay. And we got our IX. That. Same thing. Shift Alt or something like that. Make sure I select everything. And we're going by volume of eye that is not in the eye, because I don't really have a good frame of reference. Jabuya. Right. Our IY. So, X. Well, our other YI. Actually, shouldn't it's? Oh wait, it should be the other way around, shouldn't it? Hold on. go here. Like this warp former should be like that. Okay, save that, and negative should be down. Nice. Okay, now we have all our eyes are done. Our inner eyes are done. Yay. Can I lock this? So it's uneditable? I can, okay. Lock. Let's change the size of our clipping mask. Let's scale this up. Oh wait, if I scale it up, will it... Hold on, let me move IX that, and I go like, yeah, it does. We don't want that. So we'll have to manually edit that in Krita. Let's pull this up. Hop in between all this stuff. Right. Clipping masks. Up the opacity. I'm just going to give this a nice big, right? Same thing here. Opacity up. We're just gonna put the masks, right? Turn the opacity back down. Save that. File, save as, overwrite this, place that, go back to Live 2D Cubism. And now you go File, Open this one. Go here, replace, yes. Now, question. Will this reset my stuff, my clipping masks? Not my clipping masks, my warp deformers. Doesn't look like it. Hey. I fixed that. Why didn't you... Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Maybe I need to export it instead of... All right, let's try again. Replace. All right, it didn't work. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay. Well, that's a problem. We're scaling as our... This should not make it scale. It should only move left and right. So why does... All right, there's a problem number one. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and change the size of this clipping mask. Let's just do this. We're gonna take all these outers and we're just gonna whoosh. Is there a fast way to do this? Oh, click maybe? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, now our clipping mask. Now our eyes. Yes, there we go. much better. Even at full size, they should. So let me go back to this other clipping mask and do the same. It's jank, but it'll work. All right. There. Now we need to fix the other piece. The one piece. This one piece. Hello. I see a problem. You do not have the proper clipping ID. Clipping mask L. Bonk. There. Now it should. Yep. Now what's next? Let's see. So the other problem that exists is the fact that that's fine. We haven't done anything to it yet, so we can replace it as we need to. Okay. So when I do this, right? Why is the... Oh no, this is not good. That looks right. If I do this, this looks right, I guess. Or should it be... So when I go like this, the pupil size, that's a problem. Let me go to our reference. All right, pal. Let me see those eyes of yours. Eyeball shrink. Eyeball Y. Eyeball X. Ah, yes. All right, we do have a problem. So no matter where I put this, it always goes left and right. So what is the problem here? So we're gonna actually remove, we have to undo all this work that we just did. Okay. We probably have to add a constraint of some kind. What do we have? Rotation deformers, work deformers. Deform path. That might be something we use. Deform path edit. How does this work? Okay. Sure that. Maybe our deformers, let me check. If we click our friend's eyes right here, maybe I don't have my deformers orientated correctly. Display warp, no. Here we go, ILIR. IR warp, okay. So we have two different warp deformers for the same thing. Could that be... Look here. Why don't you have anything? This is adjustment. What is adjustment? my friend. For I open. Yes, that's I warp. Huh, tricky. Eyeball. If you have all three, then what is adjustment? Deformer. I warp. R. Eyeball. They're deformers of each other. Might be tougher than I thought. Separate eye physics, eyeball tracking. Okay. You think it would just work, but no. Iris. Do not apply. That's an excellent question. What about our eyeball R? Oh. Eyeball R. What if I do that? So if I take this, if I add another warp deformer, this, ooh, Eureka, possibly. Second warp corner. All right, so if I do this, right, now I go to my dilation. Now let me add some keys. Let's try this. Okay. Dilation here. Shift there. There. Should be there. Okay. Now if I take this warp deformer and I go here and I go 1, 2, 3, okay. Here, 1, 2, 3, okay. Now if I go RX, -1 to there, Y, our other X, there, okay. Shifting our Y should not affect Hey, that's good. If I go to our Y here, our Y needs to go like this all the way down, our Y needs to go like that. Now, hopefully, no, they affect each other still. But does the... Okay, that's good. That's good news. So the dilation isn't affected by the X and Y now. So what if we add a third? If I added another one. That's our dilation. Now this will be our X. Oop. Oop. Right. Back to 0. Warp deformer here. 1, 0, 1. I go to this. Here. That. Yes, we did it. Okay, that's what we need to do. Oops. Problem solved. Now, no matter what orientation we have, except for that, that's a problem. If we do dilation last, I bet order matters, doesn't it? Order matters does. So let me remove all those. All right. Top warp deformer, dilation. So let's go this, that. Okay, now. Yes, order matters. Figures. Order usually matters. Nice. All right. So it is like a Blender modifier stack. Sure, that's too small. It is like a Blender modifier. Okay. I should rename this. All right, this is going to be left dilation. Okay. This will be left eye X deformer. This is going to be left eye X Y deformer. Okay, you should make sure to change that stuff. Okay, we'll worry about naming later. Right now, I just want to get it to work, but it's important that we do name IDs. Right, now we can adjust this. Here, we're going to add 2 more warp deformers. Create. Here. Create. This is going to be our right eye dilation. So, oop, oop, cancel. 1, 2, 3. Small, be small, like so. I make sure this slightly too large. Sorry, slightly too small. Okay. Like that. Looks good. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go large, and we're just gonna go whoop. So okay, there's that. Now we're going to our second warp deformer. This is VRX. Parameter, parameter, parameter. And then 1. Well, bam. Here. Well, bam. Okay. Now we're gonna do our Y. Y. This third deformer. Cancel. 1, 2, 3. All the way down. Save. Boop. All the way up. Boop. And now, no matter what, they should not affect each other. Which they kind of don't, which is good. Makes sense. All right, we're good. I don't think we needed that many though, now that I think about it, but whatever. All right, what's next? You guys aren't going to get deformed at all. Yes, you are. We got so those are done. I believe. Hold on. Wait a minute. Your default locations aren't the same. Are they? I think this one's slightly out of the line. No, it's just the way the eyes are. It looks fine, so whatever. Outer eye. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. I'm not gonna do that yet. Mouth form. All right, this will be important. Be out. This will be very simple. Let's go to our friend here. Tongue out. This will just be a simple yes or no. So here, I'm going to add parameter 0, 1, yes, 0, 1. It either is or it isn't. Tongue out, 100% of that. This should be 0. Then we're going to add a 1 here, 0.99. Okay, and then at that 0.99, we're going to do You don't want it to be gradual. 0 or 1, 0 or 1. Or should we add it on 0? Or we should make it so it's like anything above 1. Like this. We can just go 0.05, that, and then here, this is 0, and then anything above 1 is just so here. This is going to be 0.0075. Oops, no, 0.05. This will be. Can I select it, please? Why can't I adjust those? Actually, we can do this. We can do a warp deformer for it, huh? We're gonna go like this and like that. Here, our opacity will be. This will be 100. This will be 0. That'll be 0. And then another one. See, this will be 100. So it'll be that, and then we're going to create a warp deformer. So, right. This one is going to have similar parameters. Only we're going to go 0 and 1. Where 1 is this, and 0 is that. It would be like that. Nah, 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 nah. Look at that. Bleh, 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 bleh. Should be a little bit, get a tad shorter like that. Bleh, 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 bleh. Nice. All right, we might have to do stuff in our other software manually. All right. What's next? Can I lock this? Who knows? Is there a default state? All right, mouth open. How do we do this? Let's check our friend here. Mouth. Mouth form, mouth open. How do they do that? Is it just a link? It looks like it's just a link. If I break the link, yeah, it's just a link. All right, well, let's do them separately first, huh? Just a 0. This will is just open and close, but our warp deform for mouth form, mouth warp. Yes. All right, let's go back to this. Right. That's next. Our mouth open will be tricky. Hold on. Why are you funky? Well, that's okay. Actually, I do care. Ah. Hold on. All right. What will happen if I edit a texture now? Hold on, let me edit a texture quick. Pitch black. Okay, let's try this again. So file, export, no, file, save as this. Yes. Okay, now back to 2D Cubism. File, open. This one, open. Loading, here, replace. It just the texture atlas though, right? There. Clipping mask stays the same, everything else stays the same, but blat, 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 blat. Right. Right. Mouth open. This is tricky. How's mouth open gonna work? Let's see our scales here, my friend. 0 and 1. All right, understood. So let's edit this. Edit parameter 0 and 1. Edit parameter 0 and 1. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Right. We're going to want to create warp deformer of what? Upper lip. Okay, everything, every part of the mouth. So that would be our beak top, our beak bottom, our tongue, and our center mouth. Is there anything else? Or would the tongue be separate? No, mouth warp is just mouth warp. It doesn't have the tongue. Could actually just be that. Okay. Mesh deformer. Mouth. Right. When this, what does our mouth look like? Oh, we take this, go like that. No, we would want to deform it. How do they have it deformed? So we have upper lip and lower lip. What are those? Glue. Glue allows making. Interesting. Mouth. Open. So it looks like he's just curving the. Then we have lower lip. I mean, if we had to warp deform, it would look like mouth. Mouth open. We're not going to worry about form. We want open and close. I want to go 1 and -1. That's right. Import that. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, our move all those. 1, -1, 0. Here. And this would be open. I have to select our warp deformer, don't I? How do I just select the warp deformer part of beak bottom? Left eye open, left eye closed. When I go mouth, I select lower lip. Well, how come he can... All right, well, let's figure out how do we edit his. I click this, right? How do I edit it? We make sure all this is unlocked. Why can't I edit this? Oh. Oh. Weird. How do I do that? So what is this? Is this a contour? It's a curve. Is it a contour? It is. Okay. So do you glue the contour? Interesting. Cool. Okay, so this will be fun. This will be insightful. So if I did this, I'm gonna do something very similar. If I added glue, what did I do? Yeah. I want to add glue. Oh no, that's mesh. How to add. Or what if I just did how to mouth deformation cubism. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial for this. All right, I gotta mute. Hold on. Hmm. No, that's not the one I want. The we're waking the mouth. We're waking the mouth deform path. Deform. Oh, what this is? Deform path. Deform brush. Transform object using the brush. Okay. If I did this, that's not figures. If I go here, deform path, go like this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, hoping it works. Okay. Now what? Set up the deform path. Does that do anything? does, but it looks wonky. What about our friend here? How's your deform path? Oops. You have a very okay. It's very much along the lines of the model. I guess is what we want. So let's edit our mesh, I suppose. Let's go here. This. Let's add some more this. Just kind of along where there. Now if I add a deform path, this, that, that, that. How's that? Just these. Like so. Now maybe I can. Okay, that's something. I mean, hey, that's actually not terrible. This is very weird, but it is progress. That's what we want, don't isn't it? This just to go up. But we also, first of all, we want this beak stuff to be. We want that to be in front of. What about this bottom one? What if we did the same here? Let's edit this. Just go like that, this. Follow that along. I got no idea what I'm. I do have an idea of what I'm doing, but it's not fantastic. That right? We can do this. And we can just go oop, 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 oop. We need that many? Probably not, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go like this, that. Okay, and now if we select this, we could go like that. Look at that, that's something. Well, we're doing something, that's for sure. Huh. Okay, that. Hopefully that didn't break anything. Okay. We got here. Hmm. Thing. Hmm. Deform brush. That's what that is. Okay. Okay. I go here. How does that affect this? Well, if I go, let me try something. I go 1, 0, 1 here, and then 0, I went like this. You know, but then if I go to you and I went like that, it does work. But then why isn't it work on here? If I go lower lip here, I go to our mouth. There it is. So the warp itself doesn't have any keyframes. Okay. Progress. All right. Now, how do we make sure that some of it does not move? I assume that's what glue is. Or is this something we have to spend like a lot of time on? Brush selection. Well, that was interesting. How do we change our brush size? Then have this stay like that. Is this just something that will require a lot of manual doing? Probably, huh? Ba 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 ba. But we don't want it to deform that much, right? Because bird mouth doesn't move down. Now, if I go here, check this. Let's just see what this would look like. So now I'm here, and then let's say 1, 0, 1 once again, or 1. We would probably go like this. This would be like there. This would be like that or something. And then this would be, no, we don't want that. Oh, we should turn down the path width. It's going to require a lot of manual timing, huh? Ba 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 ba. That's tricky. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we'll come back to that now that we have a general idea of what to do. So let me edit parameter. Probably best non-destructive is to just go to these and just erase them. That was not a good idea. Hold on. There. Okay. So we're going to come back to that. I'm gonna end off pretty early today. That's what I'm gonna do. Not sure. I think I have an idea what to do next, but I'm not gonna do it quite yet. And then don't I need to get that set up before I do? Maybe I should do. Actually, no. Maybe there's something I can do. Hold on. We go our body physics, right? Body rotation. How do you do that? Rotation. Cubism. Warp. Let's see what we can find about this. Oh, right, our legs, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know. Well, I did get something done. But we got our eyes done. We have a general idea of how the mouth is going to work. How do we want? I think we really need to figure out how we want the brows. Otherwise, this is going to be a pain. Let's check our hierarchy. Jacket. Where's our face? Our face warp is under. It is under a waist rotation. Mouth warp. Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's all under. I guess we should set up our deformation hierarchy. Let's do a little bit of that then, shall we? Leg R, shift. Leg R, shift. I guess. Left leg, left shoe. Warp deformer. Left. Wait. Shift. Right leg. Wait. Leg. Wait. Shift. Leg warp. Shoe warp, waist rotation. So that's just be right leg warp, right arm warp. I feel like this is something that I can do to make good progress, but leg, leg, rotation, leg, warp, L warp, rotation, left, shoot, warp. Cool, that's done. Eye dilation is done. Corner of the right eye. This. Oh, right. This is done for now. Do them separate before we do the big stuff, right? Big stuff last. I think we should. So it's layers and what you want to move. Set up mesh, clipping masks. No mesh and warp deformer tree plus our others, then warp deformer tree parameters, then start something like that, I guess. Okay. I'm curious. I did Control A. Okay, that's good to know that we can do that. All right, yeah, I'm gonna be done for now. I guess we'll work out on the tree, the hierarchy next. Is what we'll do. I could probably do that right now. Bye.